Hey, what's going on everybody? ProjectC28 here, bringing you another review of the Mezco PX exclusive Black Spider-Man. So far, this figure has been really cool. I just popped him out of the box a little while ago, and so far he hasn't disappointed, so let's go ahead and take a look at this guy. So we'll go ahead and go straight into articulation, just to kind of get that out of the way, and then from there we'll kind of go into accessories after that. So real quick, he can look up this far, which is really nice. And one thing to note also is that the head and the neck are on two different pieces. There's a little ball peg right there. And let me actually adjust the lighting here real quick, just so we can get a better look at the neck. There we go. So as you can see right here, the neck and the head are two different pieces. So that actually will enable more articulation. You can see his head can move up that far just using the neck and the head. And then using the neck and the head as well, you can also look that far down. So he'll be able to do some really good Spidey poses. From there, he looks side to side. And then from there, he can turn side to side and pivot as well. Cool. From here, we have the shoulder joints. I can move up that far, move down, can rotate forward and rotate back. One thing I do have to note about the suit is that the material, it looks and kind of feels just like the Daredevil suit from the I think the standard release, the red version, and it's done real nicely. It doesn't feel like it's going to tear. It feels like it's it feels like it's good for what they put on there. I remember in the original promo shots and in the prototype, it's actually even on the box. If you look on the back, it's two different materials. This one, it's a little bit. I feel like this one's a little bit more higher quality than the cloth that they were originally going to use. I personally would have been happy with both of them, or with either, but I'm not complaining. I absolutely love Spider-Man, and the Black Spider-Man above all that. Anyway, getting right back into it, when you do rotate the bicep here, just make sure, just to prevent any ripping or tearing, just to rotate the sleeves or the legs or anything and the suit to prevent it just from ripping. So, like I said, he has a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. He has a disc hinge that can rotate back and forth and rotate all the way around. From there, we have the diaphragm joint. He can move this far forward and he can move this far back, which is pretty good for a Spider-Man figure. I haven't seen any Spider-Man figures with that good of a diaphragm joint, so he can get into some really good crouching poses. From there, his legs can move this far up and can move about that far back. He has double jointed knees. His feet can move down this far, can move up, not so much, but he does have ankle pivot as well. So far this figure's been pretty good. Let's see what else we got here. We have his accessories. I'll actually move him to the side right now. And one thing I will note, just for those who are maybe collecting Mezcos for the first time, definitely listen to this portion here. The the webbing that you'll get with Spider-Man, if you're familiar with any ones that have had like interchangeable webbings or anything, you notice that this little thing here, it's got a little, where is it? There it is. This little hole right here. Basically what you're going to do, for those who do not know, for those who do know, you can basically just listen and kind of just overlook it. But basically what you'll do is you'll put it on the peg right there. And then you see how just the fisted hands, just only the fisted hands will have this right here. But it'll have a little groove. You just line it up. And then from there you can just put the hand back on the peg and slide it over a little bit. And there we go. Perfect. So now it looks like he's shooting out his web from his wrist, which is totally cool. This the webbing that they included with this is really, really cool. Now, actually getting into that, we'll get into the different hands and the webbing right now, and all the other stuff that he comes with too. So Spidey comes with, sorry, give me one moment. I'm going to leave that wrist peg on, or this hand off right now, just so I could show off the different pieces that he does come with. Alright, come on, Spidey. There we go. Alright, So Spidey comes with a small little piece of webbing right here. He comes with a medium-sized one, which is just a little bit longer. He comes with this flailing out type of webbing effect, this one here. And then this one here as well. This is one in case it like attaches to something. It kind of just gives that, I won't say illusion, but it kind of is. Anyway, so then from there he comes with this last piece of webbing. And this right here is fully bendable. The other ones are not, but this one is. And this one's done really, really nicely. The ends look just like that. Very cool. Let me see here. There we go. And this is a nice bendy wire, so you can pretty much utilize it however you want. Done really well. And then Spidey comes with six hands altogether in 3 pairs. He's got 2 wall crawling hands, and the sculpt on these look really, really good. Go. As you can see right here. Done real nicely on this hand, as well as this hand right here. I don't know why they gave us two different hands for the wall crawling hands, but I don't know. I'm sure they had a reason for it, but that was interesting to see. But then from there we have these other hands, which are the web gripping hands, and this one, just to simply demonstrate, it's not real hard. It's not rocket science. Not unless you make it rocket science. Don't do that. That's hard stuff. And then from there, that's basically how you can tie it into the bendy wire, which is really, really nice. All of these are done really nicely, and it looks really good too. All right. And then he just comes with his fisted hands as well. And then just to go over the last bit that he comes with, he has the figure stand here with the little peg here that just plugs in like so. And basically what you can do from there is just, you could either have him stand, the peg holes right there, just find the port, and boom, there you go. He's on that stand. Or you can take out that little piece down there, and then you can attach this clear figure stand. And this looks really cool. Pretty much every single Mezco usually comes with one of these guys. And then from there, he comes with this little baggie right here. And each one also comes with this as well. Now, one thing that is a little different than usual. This is kind of cool. I don't see myself using it too much, but this is a nice little gimmick and accessory they included with it. This is a magnetized figure stand. So if you have like a fridge, or if you have something metal that you want to attach him to, all you basically do is just clamp it on his waist or wherever you want it. And then from there, you can just kind of connect it to whatever metal piece that you have. This is a really cool accessory. I don't see myself using it, but it is nice that they included that. So thank you, Mezco, for that. And then from here, I'm going to put this aside. And let's see. Let's go find that fist again. All right. And there we go. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit. This summer heat right now in California is just, it's a killer. It is really hot right now. All right, and there we go. Okay, cool. So we'll put him right there. We'll move these accessories out of the way for a moment, and we'll actually do a size comparison. So, Spider-Man, this one stands a little tall. I will say that. He does stand a little tall, and you'll see exactly what I mean right now. This right here is the Captain America, or Captain Rogers from Mezco. This one here is the Marvel Legends Miles Morales. And then lastly right here we have Goku Black. So you can see that Spider-Man, if he doesn't stand exactly the same height as Captain America or Steve Rogers, he's a little bit taller, and his head is down just a little bit, so he might actually be right even with him. Okay, well, it looks like he's a little bit shorter, but not by very much. But nonetheless, it's a good figure. If you got him in the right poses and if you bend him down enough, he'll be just fine. He won't really have a problem fitting into scale with anything. But because this one has really good articulation, he won't have a problem looking a little bit shorter if you pose him or if you have him crouched down in the right way. But nonetheless, regardless of how tall or short he is, it's still a really good figure. And here is Spider-Man utilizing that bendy wire as well as the figure stand. This figure has just been really, really cool. I'm really enjoying it. It's just been loads of fun to pose around. I got a ton of pictures at the end that you can look at, as well as follow on Instagram. I'll leave a link in the description below for that. Thank you everybody for watching. Appreciate all the support. If you can, shoot Pastrami Nation a Facebook like, and also follow them on Instagram. They've been a major supporter to the account and for the reviews and everything. Very great guys, and they got a ton of stuff that they're doing. Comics, TV, reviews, movies, all that kind of stuff. You can definitely check them out for any additional stuff. Thank you again for watching. Again, I'll leave some photos at the end that you can check out that's going to be displaying the figure himself. If you're a Mezco collector or if you're a Spidey collector, this is definitely one you want to add to the collection. He's just a phenomenal figure. If I had to rate this guy, I'd have to give him about a 4 out of 4. Anybody who's watched my previous videos know that I grade with articulation, accessories, the paint, and the sculpt. Granted, this one was had a little bit of a cop-out with just a few painted parts and little minor sculpting for the hands and on the webbing as well. But nonetheless, this is a really great figure. So thanks everyone for watching. Appreciate it so much, and I'll see you in the next video.